Hello, Musto0063 here, and surprise, special video. Yes, this is I Want to Be the Sublime, but hopefully as the title of this video, if there was anything to go by, it has nothing to do with the Let's Play I'm currently doing. You can probably see there, the fourth secret item obtained, the fourth orb on the right hand side is also obtained, so I have completed part 4, I've completed all the gameplay footage for the Let's Play, but obviously this is going to be uploaded well in advance of that. You might notice the death count as well at 2,000. I've arbitrarily set that just to avoid spoiling, potentially anyway, what my final death counter was having completed part 4. So yeah, nothing to do with the Let's Play, but yeah, I had no intention whatsoever of uploading this video probably up to 2 days ago, or at least 2 days from the time this video has been uploaded, 7th of March 2015. But yeah, this seems like big news that I was not aware of until literally 2 days ago. Being able to stop Windows 8 from crashing is a godsend. Now, this is nothing to do with me. I can lay no personal claim or credit whatsoever to how this all works, but I only kind of stumbled across this, like I said, a couple of days or so ago, and yeah, it doesn't seem like it's all that well known, or certainly to me. So yeah, without me claiming any credit or whatsoever for it, I'm merely trying to, I guess, publicise what's going on here. So we need to spread the word here, people. Now, admittedly, you know, I'm not very active on forums or whatever, and I have a, tiny YouTube channel, certainly in comparison to most, so I'm not expecting to be a trailblazer on this, but if anyone who watches this video who is unaware of this fix or whatever just tells one other person who wasn't aware of it, and then they tell one other person, another person, and we can start a chain, then we're really onto something. So yeah, that's probably all I wanted to say initially, before I go into the details of what's happened and how this kind of fix has come about. A few demonstrations. So remember this section from the end of, or near the end of part 2 on I Want to Be the Sublime. The little balloon section, and when we hit a trigger or the switch at the bottom, it triggered a spike and it shot out and destroyed the balloon, and a path was cleared in order to make our way. But we couldn't get through before. Well, now we can. Oh yes. Remember this section, top of the playground, where getting past Nelly the elephant and the baked beans crashed the game because of the sound? Well, not anymore. Now, there are a few other examples in I Want to Be the Sublime in Part 4, notably the entire boss fight of Part 4, but since I've not got to that yet, I can't show it off, or I don't want to show it off now. But yeah, this isn't just limited to I Want to Be the Sublime, of course. That's right! I Want to Be like Brightsolf, one of my favourite all-time I Want to Be fan games. I can now complete on my computer without having to transfer it to my laptop, my brother's laptop, or any other system that doesn't run Windows 8. This is a godsend. This is so flippin' useful. Remember the sewer? When the foot soldier's in the way? Because Windows 8 crashed every time you tried to use the machine gun? Machine gunny revenge! Remember the end of the sewer, where Raphael always crashed the game? Admittedly, there was a fix for this, and thank you, Better Than Kirby 2 again for that. But now we can do it the way the game intended us to do it.
Oh, hey, it's a letter from my uncle.
Remember who, if you weren't quick enough, shot out the spew, destroyed the blocks, and caused Windows 8 to crash. Well, again, not anymore. So, if you happen to have come to this boss fight, or gone to this path first, and you hadn't collected the bubble gum from the third path, which would enable you to obviously shoot into the bombs and shoot them at to kill him quicker. Well, now you can use the regular gun to try and take him out. You still need to be somewhat careful because once some of the blocks have gone, it obviously makes this fight a little bit more tricky because you haven't got so many places to run and hide. But at least now it doesn't matter if the blocks break apart. You're not going to immediately fail. And I don't show it off all that well in this fight, unfortunately, because it's only right at the end, just before his health bar's about to deplete, that a block crashes, or a block breaks apart, but still. I showed it off once, and that's probably good enough. There it goes. No crash! Yay! Having trouble rescuing glitch method? Not anymore! Notice this time, by the way, how I stopped time with the fruit at the right-hand side, not at a completely ridiculous pattern, but more to the point, having trouble rescuing Blacktail 11 Sniper? Not anymore!
Thanks, dude. Whenever you need me, just, check out a save point.
And having trouble rescuing Big Wimpley? Not anymore! Okay, so I kind of laboured the point there, but obviously the TNT breaking apart before was a huge problem, which basically meant you couldn't rescue any of the characters. So while there were some get rounds for Raphael and Dr. Octopus Blur, there was no get rounds whatsoever for rescuing 3 of the characters. And I can even complete the drone boss, or capture the flag, however you'd rather think about it, because the just general noise of the drones, or when they capture a flag, or whatever that actually set off Windows 8 stupidly. So I can now do this as well. And a lot better, because it didn't have huge lag as it did in my Let's Play. And I'm not showing off all 3 screens of this. I think one's perfectly sufficient to show it off. But yeah, that's no problem now either. And again, that was fairly critical before. If Windows, if the drones just made a sound, either from like capturing a flag or just making the normal drone sounds, then you were screwed. Now we're fine. And yes, I know I'm including a lot of examples from I Want to Be the Bryself, but I did a Let's Play of it reasonably recently, and there were so many it got really freaking annoying. But Bryself is now machine gun shootable. Hallelujah! So, while the Bryself fight's going on, why not show that off again, or another version, obviously. Let me kind of explain how this all works. So basically, I stumbled across a thread or post on Yo Sniper's second fan game contest by someone, again, completely unrelated to me. This has nothing to do with me. I take no personal claim or credit for this whatsoever. But yeah, linking to another forum page or whatever that actually detailed how to stop Windows 8 from crashing at the sound of multiple sounds. Now, I guess I probably can't officially 100% endorse this because it does involve replacing or mucking around with a system sound file, so there is somewhat, I guess, of a risk involved in actually physically doing that. I personally decided the risk was worth taking. Others may not. I will leave a link to the actual page itself which detailed all of this. If any of you say, it's got to be completely your decision, obviously, in terms of whether or not you decide to go ahead with this. I don't want to say go ahead and do it. It's your decision to see whether it's worth actually taking the very, very, admittedly, I believe, small risk in doing so. But yeah, if you do follow all the steps absolutely, completely. It does actually take a backup of the file that you'll be replacing, so that's crucial as well. Don't completely overwrite the initial version. But yeah, I say I've done it, and in the 2-3 days, that I've been using that additional file, all it does is replace a particular sound file. I've had no problems. Obviously, you can see the evidence here. Obviously, this is on my Windows 8 computer. I haven't experienced any crashes. To say this won't just apply to a Sublime and Brysoft, it will apply to almost any I Want to Be game that will crash in Windows 8. I've not experienced any other issues with the computer at all from having replaced this sound file, either with just videos, music, whatnot like that. So yeah. This needs to be bigger news. This seriously needs to be bigger news. If people really are aware of this, then and I seem to be the only one who's not, then can maybe completely disregard all that I've said. But yeah, this feels like it needs to be made more widely known. And so before we go, I couldn't resist one last example, possibly my favourite example of being able to take revenge on Windows 8. Remember this moon section where I basically couldn't shoot any non-yellow moon because the Windows 8 would have a seizure? Well, now that's not a problem. I don't have to worry about finding silly safe spots and running and hiding in nooks and crannies everywhere. Now I can just simply shoot the moons. Admittedly, this is regular pawnage mode and not tree trunk mode, so there aren't quite as many moons on screen, but still, you can see just how much easier this is. Oh, I'm so happy to have stumbled across this. It's going to change, or it's going to mean I don't have to muck around with different strategies, whatnot, or having to transfer this to my laptop or non-Windows 8 laptop every time I want to play a game that Windows 8 crashes. This is going to make such a difference. And although I've only demonstrated 2 games, I want to be the Sublime, I want to be like Brysoft, there are so many other games this is going to make a difference to, and that's such a great... What? Oh no. What have I done? No. It can't be.